Okay, so hello YouTube. Today I want to talk about weight loss on a vegan diet. And I want to talk about my mom too. So my mom is vegan now. She's probably been like almost vegan for like a month. Like more recently it's been more strict. And I introduced her to the starch solution in order to help her lose weight. Now my mom has a history of yo-yo dieting. She has been overweight her entire life. And it's something that she's struggled with a lot. So she has done everything to lose the weight. She had the gastric bypass surgery, which is where they shrink your stomach so that you can eat less in order to lose weight. And she's done like the HCG diet, which is like 2 steps forward, 1 step back kind of thing, where you lose a lot of weight and then you go off the diet and you gain some back, and then you go on the diet and you lose more weight, and then you gain a little bit more back, and it's kind of like a back and forth thing in order to lose weight. And it took her about a year. I have a little note thing that I'm just like reading off because of the things that she wanted me to say. So yeah, she got all the way down to a size 8, and that's really good for her considering that she has been overweight her whole life. I don't know if she was ever down to that size before, but she was really happy to be at that size. And now, 3 years later, lots of shit has happened. And she's, my dad was home for like 2 years on disability, so that put a lot of stress on her. And she's had back pain and just like a slew of like problems and like things that have happened. And she says that in this time that she's gained this weight back, in the 3 years that it took her to gain all the weight back and a little bit more, it made her realize what an emotional eater she is. And that'll be a whole nother video. I'll talk about emotional eating in another video. But, it's a lot of stress for her, and like her stress levels probably are like through the roof. So I know that has been difficult for her. So I suggested, I've been vegan for 2 years. I'm 17 now, I just turned 17, and I went vegan when I was 15. So I've been doing this for like 2 years, and me, personally, I'm the heaviest I've ever been. I did not lose any weight at all. I actually gained weight. I am 150 pounds now, and that is the heaviest I have ever been. So I just want to talk about like why you shouldn't get discouraged if you're not losing weight. So I've introduced my mom to the starch solution, and like Dr. McDougall says, oh, you should see results in like a couple of weeks or like a month or something. And so she's like been doing this, and she's like, Jenna, why aren't I losing weight? Like, what's going on? Like, let's hurry this up a little bit. And I've kind of explained to her the concept of metabolic damage, how when you damage your body and basically starve yourself for so many years, coming back to like a nourishing lifestyle, like full of like fruit and carbs and healthy fruits and vegetables, her body doesn't trust her, so it's going to put more weight on to make sure that that her body does not go into starvation mode again. So it's going to put that weight on in order to make sure that nothing bad happens. And so I've been vegan for 2 years. Like I said, I've been like a high carb, high fruit vegan for almost a year coming up now. Not like super consistently, but like a lot of fruit, a lot of carbs. And so I've gained weight. Like my tummy is not flat at all whatsoever. I've got this like double chin thing going on, but I like want to stress that it's nothing to worry about. Like I am like not worrying about this at all because like I feel really good, and I can tell on the days, everybody has good days and bad, but I can tell like when I'm eating more fruit is when I'm feeling better. And my goal for this channel is to be like really open and honest and not be like sunshine and rainbows, everything's perfect kind of thing. So I'm gonna tell you that I'm like super stressed out with like school and everything, and I'm like tired a lot, and I have to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning to go to school for 0 period, and then I come home at noon and I'm just exhausted, and I just sit down and go on my phone because I'm like so tired. I don't want to start homework, and I just don't want to do anything. So sometimes I'll take a nap, sometimes I'll go for a bike ride and walk the dogs, but I want you guys to know that like I'm really tired and I'm really stressed out, and I'm not like super bouncy all over the place like all the time kind of thing. I'm generally more like energetic, especially in the mornings, than my peers at school. Mostly because they're out like doing drugs and drinking all night. And so yeah, like I'm more energetic than my peers, and I have more energy and more like clarity in my mind and stuff, and I'm more able to focus in school and like pay attention. But you know, some days I'm just really tired, especially if I have a late night and I have to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning to go back to school. It can be difficult. So what I want to focus on is just don't worry about the weight, you know, like try to keep your stress levels low and do exercise and still eat low fat, and just like do what you got to do to be happy and to make sure that you're feeling good. As far as school next year, I'll be a senior in high school next year. I'm taking like all easy classes and like 2 APs. Taking AP Art and AP Psychology next year, so hopefully those won't be like too bad. I think I should be okay. But just like, you know, the stress has a lot to do with being tired and like feeling sluggish and like almost depressed. Like I'm like, you just kind of sit down and you look in the mirror and you're like, I'm fat and I'm tired and I'm stressed out and I hate everything, but I'm still gonna keep eating fruit. You know, that's the mentality that I've got right now, and you know, it's just, it is what it is. So I'm just very much stressing that like if you're on the high carb, low fat, vegan lifestyle, keep doing what you're doing. As long as you're feeling good and you know, feel like you can get up in the morning and take on the world, keep doing what you're doing. Don't worry about the weight. Don't worry if your doctor tells you that you're unhealthy if you're overweight, because you're not. You're not unhealthy just because you're overweight. That's not true. So just, you know, keep eating fruit and like live your life. You know, summer is coming up and all the fruits are going to be in season and on sale. So live your life and do what you want to do. Take pictures next to your skinny friends and post them on Instagram. You know, post bikini pics and be like holding your smoothie, and just show the world that you're happy, and no matter what comes at you, you're still smiling, because that's what this whole vegan movement is all about. It's all about feeling good. It's not about weight loss, and it doesn't need to be about weight loss. Don't make it about weight loss, because it's not. It's about feeling good. It's about doing right for the animals and for the environment, and, you know, setting an example for everyone around you. Just, you know, do what you got to do to make sure that you're feeling good, and the weight will take care of itself. So just keep eating fruit, keep eating carbs, do what you're doing, and feel good, and you'll have nothing to worry about. I also want to point out that like being overweight myself, it's like difficult to like tell people about this lifestyle and how you can like obtain health and like lose weight on it when I like actually haven't lost any weight myself, and I don't have the results that I want yet. So sometimes it can be difficult to like get the message out to other people, and it's like, hey, like I made these vegan cupcakes and like they're healthy, but like I'm still overweight. So I basically, it makes it seem like I'm not credible or like I'm a liar or something because I'm not skinny, but yet I'm telling you that this is a healthy way to live even though I'm overweight myself. So just like, it can be difficult. And I know that Freely mentioned in one of her videos recently, she's like, I'm not going to take advice from a fat person. So it's like, yeah, like I see, like that makes a lot of sense, like logically, but I'm over here like way more energetic and like just excited to be alive than like some of the other people that I know. And you know, you want to spread the message and say, look, if I can do it, you can do it too, and we can be healthy together.